Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 2nd. This week you start off with the King of Spades. King of Spades is a card of justice in a lot of ways. Definitely, it's a card of like justice coming to you, especially if especially if there's been if you've experienced some injustice, like even over the past like 8 years, which many of us have. I mean, it's been a great time of injustice in a lot of ways during the past several years. So a lot of that could be coming back. And we can even take it more literally and say, like, even if you're involved in, like, some sort of court battle or some sort of agreement or some sort of even, you know, um, whatever, something like that. I don't know what word I was looking for. This is a great card for that because it could say that things could go your way. Also, it's like if you're involved with a lawyer, this could be the lawyer that you're involved with, and it would say that they're very witty and very good at what they do and very smart. So it'd be like a good person to have on your side as well. It can also represent just a lot of you going through a lot of difficult times. This card comes up a lot for you. So and even I shouldn't say a lot for Virgo, but I mean even some of the other spades cards come up a lot for Virgo, so it could just represent the tough times that you've been going through. Next, you have the Six of Hearts, which also I think comes up a lot for Virgo. Fortune after difficulty. It's kind of weird because it only comes up for like one other sign, which is Cancer, as frequently. So pretty much only you two get this card all the time. It's kind of weird, but Six of Hearts represents change in karma, a change in energy, putting energy into things, getting it back finally. So in a lot of ways, when we have this card, it's like we've been trying to get things to move forward, and they just haven't, and we're having new experiences. We're finally like we can start doing things like putting energy into projects or whatever, and finally being able to do those things, which is really nice. Next, you have the King of Hearts. So a lot of you, I think love is possibly coming in for a lot of you, even in the form of a water sign. It's interesting also because, I've been saying it for a while that I think water signs would do well with Virgo right now, especially right now, and moving forward. And I've been telling water signs the opposite, that I think, water signs would do really well with Virgo. So there could be love coming in for you in a lot of ways. This can also represent somebody who you consider like a mentor coming to you. And I don't attach sex to my cards, so it doesn't matter, male or female. Anybody you consider a mentor, they could be coming to you and offering you some like really good advice that would be very helpful, and you would want to listen to it as well. I would say the only thing with this card is to not be too judgmental as well. The King of Hearts can make us a little bit judgmental, so just definitely watch the judgments this week, and even situations. Like we can judge situations a lot with the King of Hearts and come to some conclusions that aren't true. So just like allow things to happen. The King of Hearts is definitely a card of just allowing things to happen and kind of go with the flow this week. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs. Very good card for work. Very good card for learning as well. Any of you that are doing any learning and things like that. Also a good problem-solving card. Very mentally quick card. You have the King of Spades as well, like I said, which is also about being witty, very mentally quick this week. So a lot of you could be experiencing that energy. This is a great card of growth and expansion. Also incredibly intuitive. So trust your intuition this week, but also, trust your intuition. Don't just jump to conclusions. I think the problem with the King of Hearts and even this card is that the Eight of Clubs can mean that we are confused on something as well. It can mean that we have a judgment, and again, you have it right next to the King of Hearts, which can be judgmental. So you might have a thought or an idea of somebody or some situation and come to a conclusion, but sometimes this card wants you to open up and allow some other ideas in about a situation because maybe you're being a little bit closed-minded or you're just not seeing things clearly. So definitely try to see things clearly this week and do a lot of investigation. And next you have the Two of Clubs, which is interesting because Two of Clubs is you and yourself, and it's you kind of talking to yourself and doing that investigation, doing some internal work. So anywhere where maybe you're feeling judgmental or you're not sure if you want to do something, maybe it's time to go inside and ask yourself what you really want and really examine how you feel about the situation and then kind of go from there, I would say. And that's pretty much that. It actually seems like a very kind of focused on yourself type of week, so that's what I would do, and definitely listen to yourself and trust yourself, but also don't jump to those conclusions. But it looks like a great week, so thank you for watching and enjoy.